What's good, Sidemen Reacts viewers? Welcome back to Sidemen Reacts. Today you have myself, Bazinga, and Mini Minter reacting to 6 insane Lego inventions that actually work.
Anyone ever play a lot of Lego or use a?
Yeah.
Do you play Lego? I don't know what you do.
You play with it. You play with Lego.
I still have the stadium Vic brought me. I haven't made it yet.
Bro, I saw you building a football for like 6 hours, then you gave
But
up.
no, that was fake Lego. It's still here. It reminds me of how shit
That was
it
Mega Blocks.
That was, yeah, it was like 3D blocks or something. Let's see these insane Lego inventions again.
One of them's gonna be a car.
Legos are just toys
Simon,
for
I said
children,
Lego.
right? Wrong.
Nice.
As it turns out, the colorful plastic bricks are more than meets the eye. Teenagers
guy
and
wants
adults
to kill
alike
himself.
often construct.
Whoa! I was just about to say, he's got one of them voices where he's gonna forever sound bored.
Welcome to another great video.
What do you want to do? Do you want to go out and get dinner tonight? Like, bro, alright, bro, don't be too excited.
Right, he proposes
I just
like,
got a promotion.
I love you more than anything.
Will you marry me?
Jesus
He's like,
Christ, bro.
do you actually want me to? Or?
Lego Bugatti Chiron, but not the
What?
model. 16 Lego engineers worked tirelessly for weeks.
No.
on the development of the
Bro,
vehicle,
That is outrageous.
which is comprised of almost 1 million individual pieces. However, the car is not 100% Lego, as the Lego vehicle cabin had to be placed on a steel frame. The
Well, they
vehicle also
cheated.
has metal rims, but apart from that, it's all Lego. Even the steering wheel, the seats, and the spoiler are made of Lego bricks. And that's not even the
this is
craziest
mad.
part. The car actually drives. The engineers built an
nuts.
engine consisting of over
you reckon that chair
4,000
is really
Lego
uncomfortable?
transmission pieces and
Absolutely.
2,300 Lego engine modules. Then, on a test track, a
Hurts even more
professional
to run
race
over
car
yourself.
driver sat in the car and tested the Lego design.
Lego stepping
The
on
Lego
you for it.
Bugatti drove surprisingly fast, despite its astonishing
Bruh.
weight of 1.5
Crazy.
tons.
That actually
The
looks
car
hard.
reached a speed of 12 miles per hour.
What?
Let's move on to the next Lego project, the Lego Submarine. A Danish toy manufacturer has brought out a few models, but they all had one thing in common. They weren't actually functional submarines. A Finnish YouTuber developed his own Lego submarine that actually
Did you
works.
just say a
He
Finnish
utilized a
Finnish
plastic
YouTuber?
can to encase individual
A
Lego
YouTuber from Finland.
Finish.
Ah, bro, I'm gonna finish YouTube.
Yeah,
I was
he
about to
belongs.
say, that's
This
a bit fucking
dead
rude.
YouTuber, this absolute shit YouTuber. has made it.
I was like, that's a bit rude.
At one end of the can, he drilled a hole, which connects the engine with an external turbine, allowing the boat to sink in
Some
a
people are
controlled
too
fashion.
smart, you know.
Then he used a syringe to open and close another Lego motor,
Yeah.
so water can be pushed in and out. A few circuits were then taken from a remote-controlled mini submarine to enable precise control of the Lego turbines. A first test showed that both the rising and sinking with the help of the syringe and the control with the turbine
Aye, that is
Nah, that's
perfectly.
cold. That's
Even in a
mad.
real lake, the submarine could be steered with precision
Whoa.
using the remote control. The Lego masterpiece managed
sick.
to reach the depths of the lake and come all the way back up in no time.
I
Our
want
next Lego
one.
construction is also technically sound, but it's also a very fun one. YouTuber
Surely
Super
not.
Lego Sam
No
developed a
way.
Lego arcade game.
Oh
First,
my
you've got to put in a
god.
That's
quarter,
cold.
then a small
cold.
countdown appears on the display.
That was 2 euros.
The game
not
is
a
called
quarter.
Spaceflight, and it revolves around a Lego spaceship that you have to keep inside of 2 black lines by
What?
pressing 2 buttons. As time goes
That
by,
is
the game
elite.
gets faster and thus more difficult. The entire machine consists of Lego
Like a Flappy
pieces
Bird.
exclusively, but it's still sophisticated enough to immediately
What?
recognize when you've crossed the black lines. The background stops and you have to start all over again. The mini display even shows the exact
That
score you
is
achieved as well as the high
insane.
score of the machine. How does this really work?
People
Wow.
are too
Like,
smart.
how on earth is this possible? A closer
Really
look
well
inside
done.
the
Bored.
device reveals that the path that the
That
Lego
is quality.
spaceship flies down actually consists of many individual plates.
Look at
These
that.
plates are
Oh
attached
my
to individual
gosh.
Lego rods that are attached to a
Bro, it's
conveyor
legit all
belt.
Lego.
The conveyor belt is moved by Lego motors, and it automatically stops when the player fails. The machine detects the crossing of the black line by way of a camera sensor in the Lego
Bruh.
spaceship.
So he can
which
change the
detect color
course. He
differences
can change the
on
course
Yeah.
whenever he
plates.
wants.
YouTuber Super Lego Sam not only had to build
Yo,
the machine
shout
out
out
of
Super
Legos,
Lego Sam.
but he also had
Yeah,
to do a
you're a
good
king
bit of
still.
programming work. But the result is a super cool Lego machine and a pretty fun
That
little
is
game.
sick.
This next one doesn't seem all that special at first glance, but this little black box has it all. This would be why it is known as the ultimate Lego machine.
Let's see
YouTuber
it.
JK Brickworks presented his invention in a short video that begins with him simply trying to flip the red switch
that
above
turns
the
the
Lego
switch.
box. Shortly after the
Oh, I
switch
love
is
this.
flipped,
I
the
love
Yeah.
flap in the box opens and an extended rod pushes the red
What,
switch
this is all made
back.
with Lego?
But the machine doesn't always just do the same thing. It literally messes with anyone who tries to flip the switch.
Oh.
When JK Brickworks tries to flip the switch again, the machine cleverly dodges. Finally, the switch even disappears completely into the housing, and the YouTuber is completely at a loss. He keeps trying, but the machine manages to creatively prevent him every time from flipping the switch. The machine was developed by the Lego Tinkerer on purpose, and it uses wheels and Lego Technic components as well as NXT motors that were programmed to frustrate anyone who tries to operate the switch manually. Though it may seem pointless, you've got to admit, it's a pretty impressive device, especially when you take into consideration that it's made out of Legos.
Disappeared is nuts.
Next up is the Lego M95, a toy version of the real combat rifle. This prototype was built by Russian YouTuber InfectedBear95. The special thing about the Lego M95 is that you can actually fire Legos. Upon closer examination, you can see that a Lego part is clamped in a kind of rubber bullet, and it's shot forward when the trigger is pulled. The Lego gun also has other functions, such as a fully functional magazine and a telescopic sight. In the video, the Lego weapon is able to fire with accuracy, hitting targets at a pretty decent range. Let's move on to a Lego masterpiece with the capability of flight. The Lego drone, another project of the Brick Experiment channel, was developed and programmed by the Finnish YouTuber.
I don't know if I class that as
does not
Lego.
actually consist of too many individual Lego pieces. Just 4 Lego wings, a few rods, and 4 individual Lego motors, which enable the drive. In addition, there are 4 Longo Lego stands that connect the wings to each other. The use of only a few thin Lego technology parts keep the weight of the drone in check. Besides the Lego pieces, however, some additional technology is utilized. In order to be able to control the drone,
that one hasn't
a
wowed
flight
me
control
like the
module
others.
and a circuit board are attached.
The
drone actually took off and flew at the very first test attempt. It can be controlled mid-air with a remote control, so
Bugatti.
it actually works like a real drone. The Lego drone can also reach some really impressive heights, and thanks to the ever-sturdy Lego parts, it's quite robust. Our last Lego invention on this list is really something else. A fully functional bow consisting of hundreds of individual Lego pieces. The bow has several wheels around which a rubber band is stretched. This allows the Lego bow to actually fire arrows. You just clamp them between the rubber bands and then pull back. Then a Lego aiming mechanism flips up, allowing shooters to guide the arrow with more precision. The arrows can reach extremely high speeds, and cans or bottles, for example, from a pretty impressive distance.
I want to see it get fired though.
So that's going to do it for our video of some of the craziest and most intricate Lego masterpieces that can be found on the internet.
The blue balls.
Bro, you just edged us, bro. I got a rock hard fucking what?
A little odd.
That was mad.
That was a little mad.
That was a bit nuts. I don't know what happened just then.
Which was your favourite? You get one tomorrow.
Give me the Bugatti, bro. 12 mile an hour Bugatti.
That's so useless.
What one would I want? Oh wow.
Oh, can I change mine? I want the submarine.
What one? If I brought people round, I think the black box. I'd be like, can you turn that switch off? And then it just mug them off.
I'd go with. I think I'll go with this game.
It's the switch or the game for me. Yeah, it's those because they're more like. You can always surprise, like, do you know what I mean? There's entertainment in it forever.
Nah, give me the submarine, man. I can explore water without having to get in. I'm winning.